I want to talk about this new sensation in fonts that has been in the news lately. Um, there's a new font that's called Sans Forgetica. Sans Forgetica. So don't forget that. Um, this font was created in Melbourne, Australia, at a university called RMIT, and it was created by a team of researchers and designers. They got together and they claim that this font will actually enhance our memory retention. So, if you haven't seen this font yet, it is not the most handsome font, so you don't want to use too much of it. Um, and basically, I just wanted to give you a couple of really quick tips that you can use to increase your legibility of whatever you're writing without going to such great lengths. In case you're interested, though, they did test this memory retention of this font. They tested it on 400 students at the university, and they concluded that 57% of the students successfully memorized the text that was written in Sans Forgetica, compared to 50% who read the same amount of text in Arial. Now, this is based on a cognitive psychology phenomenon that is called the generation effect. The generation effect states that we have better memory retention when information is generated from our mind instead of just simply reading the text. So, check it out for yourself. Again, the font is called Sans Forgetica. Now, I'm just going to give you a few tips that you can use without going to, again, those great lengths of using fonts that are really not very user friendly. You can achieve similar results by just using a serif font. So you want to use something that has serifs. If you're not already familiar with serifs, they're basically just the little squiggly lines on the ascenders and the descenders of fonts. And some serif fonts are Times New Roman, Bodoni, Garamond is another one. These are all system fonts, so you'll find them on your computer if you use Mac or Windows. And you want to use those fonts and use some variation. Very simple things like bold, unbold, caps, indentations, italicize. Those are pretty obvious things that a lot of people already use. So, in addition to enhancing the meaning, of course, you want to make sure that the content is ripe and that grammatically everything is correct. But also just make some variations in what the reader will actually see. And then the last thing that you want to do that is really a very easy and simple thing is to go ahead and make sure that you're not overwhelming the reader by giving them just give them very quick quips of information. So this is useful in things like magazine articles or even in books. You don't want to go over 60 characters, so stick within between 30 and 40 letters. So 60 characters would be including the spaces. So yeah, just a couple little tips to make things easier and make the legibility a little bit better for your readers if you're creating long articles, an article in a magazine, or like I said, even books. That will help your readers to retain, and you won't have to use very unhandsome or interesting letter forms like this new font that's out.